Hey everyone, happy December 1st. I am here to do a quick market update because it's a new month, which means I have new data and I want to share it with you in a meaningful way. Right off the bat, home prices are still getting about 100% of their asking price on average. And like I said last time, that doesn't mean you can just throw out an asking price and your home's just going to get that number. What that means is that whatever price the home was asking when they received their offer, on average is what they're getting. And obviously that's going to differentiate between different price points and neighborhoods, but overall, when you balance it all out, 100%. That's awesome. Months of inventory right now is still at 1, or technically 1.01. Like we talked about before, anything less than 6 is considered a seller's market. For the past 10 years or so, 3 has been the average. And so being at 1, which is where we have been now for 17 months straight, or at least less than 2, demand's still high, inventory is still low. Homes are selling really quickly, prices are going up, and jumping into prices going up. The median sale price in our market has gone up. Let's see, it's $100,000 since 2017. That's crazy. Back then it was $330,000. Right now it's $430,000. And, some of that is related to a lot of more expensive new builds raising the median sale price. But even just in my neighborhood, which by all means in Plymouth is considered a starter neighborhood, I know since 2016, 2017, most people have gained about $50,000 in equity without having to do anything to their home. So people are sitting on tremendous equity right now. Home prices are the highest they've ever been, and inventory, to get to a fourth point, went down. So there were 212 new homes that came on the market in October and only 146 in November. So, this is normal as we approach winter. I'm sure you've heard most people want to sell their home in the spring and the summer, and they kind of hang their hat up and wait for the next year to roll around. So that isn't very surprising. But with months of inventory still being at 1, what that tells us is that a lot of the buyers who did not get a home this past year are still out looking and scooping up the homes that are out there. I mean, literally, even just today, I'm writing an offer and I know we're competing against at least 5 other offers on this home in Novi. So the takeaway from all of that is that the market doesn't really seem to care that winter is coming. There's still so much pent up demand from buyers who lost out on homes all year. I don't think that we are really going to see a winter slowdown, but we will have a better idea in January. And speaking of January, as we get to this time of the year, I think one of the most common questions that we as real estate agents get asked is what is going to happen in year X, whatever the next year is. So in this case, it's 2022. And I'm going to pull up some graphics here to show you guys. But right off the bat, the current forecast among a lot of the national experts is that they're going to go, they, meaning the home prices, are going to appreciate at about 5.1%, which is what it has been for about the past, I'd say maybe 10 years. The average home price has gone up about 5% annually, at least in our market. So even with prices at the highest they've ever been, rates are still low enough that they're keeping buyers in the market, and there's still very little for sale. So as long as that's the case, I think prices are still going to go up. Rates are, and they've been saying this for years, but rates are supposed to rise a little bit as well. Nationally, right now, they're at about 3.1. Depending on where you look, like I have an app on my website that tracks it that says it's like 2.9, but either way, floating around 3. And I know by the end of 2022, they're saying 3.7 is what they expect them to be, which isn't a huge jump, but it is long overdue and it does affect affordability. So it's a good thing to know. So the good news is that in 2022, as long as these forecasts are correct, prices have gone up a crazy amount just in the past year. That's unsustainable. As long as the inventory is low, the interest rates stay low, there's always new buyers entering the market, and there are less homes coming up for sale. I mean, even with prices being the highest they've ever been, it seems like they're still going to keep going up. Thanks so much, guys. I will be back with a market update in about 2 weeks. Take care. Bye.